our chill music down just a little bit in the background there. Hello, hello. It is good to see all of you. Happy Sunday. We are going to have another chill stream here. I'm thinking we won't probably spend as much time as we usually do in just chatting today because I am very excited to play more No Man's Sky. And I haven't gotten the chance to play any today because I was hanging out in Minecraft with Frank the Pegasus and her sub community on the sub server. That today she was streaming doing house tours, so I was hanging out on the sub server with everyone and we were looking at everybody's houses. That each person has their own little 10x10 plot in Spawn Town, and it was super cool getting to see everybody's houses of what they currently have on their plot. And I know a lot of people will be changing what's on their plot, and I know we talked a little bit about the house that I have on my plot yesterday, but with hanging out with that, I didn't get to play any No Man's Sky yet because I've been hanging out on that. And then me and Talarian went, and we actually went back to Costco today. We went yesterday just for lunch, but we didn't get there early enough to be able to do any shopping stuff, so we went back today to be able to pick up the things we needed, which totally included me buying more Pokemon cards because they have really awesome sets on Pokemon cards right now, and it's like 3 tins for $25, and it's like with the amount of booster packs in there, it'd be like $50 for that amount of cards. So it's like 50% off Pokemon cards. I'm like, do I need more Pokemon cards? Probably not. But I got a couple cool cards out of the first set of 3 I got. I don't remember which set it is, if it's a GX or an EX. I got an Umbreon card, and that was super cool. So now I have 2 different Evolution. I think they're GXs. I don't think they're EXs. I don't remember which one's which. Yes, I was so happy that when she walked in your house, I was like, oh yeah, Bo's got the door. Also, hi, Bo. I know we've kind of been bouncing around all day, but hello, it's good to see you again. Yeah, I love that she laughed at the cake in your house and then she accidentally ate some of it. I feel like it's really funny that she kept accidentally like eating things or moving stuff in people's houses. But yeah, it was so cool seeing everybody's houses on the server. And mine, it seems so simple and so small, but I've been really thinking about, like, okay, I gotta keep in mind, a lot of the people on the sub server have been playing Minecraft for a lot longer than I have. And a lot of them have spent many more hours on the sub server than I have, because I've pretty much only been on the sub server when Frank has been streaming on the sub server. That I haven't really done any time on the sub server just randomly, because I only had the sub server set up on this computer. That I don't know if it's gonna be weird if I set it up on my laptop as well. I haven't messed around with that at all, but yeah, I've been doing that, which part of me was like actually kind of contemplating streaming Minecraft today. So we could totally flip and do some of that too. Maybe next week. I'm kind of thinking about, like, it could be maybe fun to stream some Minecraft and learn, because it'd be a learning experience. I'm still very new to Minecraft. I have the game on Xbox, but I haven't really played any of it. So I bought it on PC, and all my playtime has pretty much been on Frank's sub server. So yeah, really happy when she opened the door. Yeah, I was hoping that she would open it too, because that's the funny thing, is that you had a sign on the on the inside. It was like, I trusted you. That was good. Because of course she's going to open the door. So that was good. I was glad she opened it. That was really funny. I was actually really surprised that she didn't die inside of Magnus's house. She didn't die inside of Magnus's house. And I know I missed, me and Talarian left and went to Costco after Frank went and toured my house. But yeah, I was actually genuinely surprised that unless if she died in someone's house in the magenta area, that she like didn't die to anybody's death traps that apparently they have in their houses. My house is so simple, so boring. I have if you saw mine, I have like 2 levels down below my house, and I have the house on top, which there's so many windows in it, you can just kind of see what's inside of it. So, which I like the house that I built. I don't know I'll probably keep it that way for a while, but I would love to build something like up tall. Not necessarily, maybe treehouse like, but I really like the people's builds. Like Dom's build's super cool, and there's a couple other people who have tree houses that I think it's Neaters has a tree house. That those are both really super cool as well. You finished your house today? Yeah, I finished mine yesterday. That I went onto the subserver yesterday and built it, and today I added some more stuff to it just while I was waiting for her to make it to my house. So I now actually have like I have one level of a farm growing wheat underneath the house. So I made progress on that. That before it was just soon to be farm, because basically I started mining down my plot, so there's just like stairs that go like as far down as I can to the corner of my area, and then I change directions and go the other way and then back and forth. So I'm gonna actually build it to be multi-layers of a farm, because I really want to get, I have wheat growing, I want to get more plants growing, and I also want to get animals, but I kind of don't necessarily want the animals to be below ground, but right now I don't necessarily want to change what I have above ground. So part of me wants to maybe figure out how I can keep that, like maybe take the roof off the house and add up on top of it. So versus like taking off what I had on my plot and then like starting fresh, just kind of like keep adding on to have like all these layers of things as I go, which I did take off the house that I had on it originally. This is actually the third thing I've built on my plot. The first thing I built on my plot was, I'm really glad it's not there because Frank would absolutely hate it, because it was literally just a block house made of granite. That was all it was. It was like the roof, the sides, everything was made out of granite just to have something on the plot, and it had like 2 trees planted on it. And then I changed it to be like a different wooden house, but I didn't like how the roof looked. It was okay, but I didn't have the like correct, it was one of those ones I found like a picture example of it, but I didn't have the correct materials for it. So the one that's currently on there is one that I followed like a YouTube video of someone making it, and I really like it. I think it's really kind of cool with all the windows and things like that, so I want to keep it, at least for a little bit. But yeah, I'm thinking it might be fun to try out some Minecraft on stream and start my own, like, I mean, we could do some stuff of me playing around on the sub server. I think that would probably be okay, but I would probably start my own like survival playthrough kind of thing, because in the time that I've played Minecraft, I've learned a lot of different things, and I now kind of understand the basic mechanics of how you craft things and how you get the materials, but there's for sure a lot of stuff that I don't know. That I've been into the Nether when we did that as a community with Frank, but that's the only experience I have with it. So there's so much things I haven't explored yet. And honestly, I'm still really surprised that I'm liking Minecraft. That I've always thought Minecraft would be a game that I wouldn't enjoy. That I got it for Christmas for like the Xbox 360 a while ago, and I booted up the game. I think I did. I think I maybe just booted it up in creative. I maybe did a little bit trying to do survival, but as someone who doesn't really play on consoles a lot, I wasn't familiar with any of the controls. I couldn't really, like, the controls were weird for trying to figure them out, and I didn't really understand what I was supposed to be doing. I didn't know anything about the game of, like, you know, find materials, build a house, get a sword so you don't die to zombies and creepers and whatnot. So yeah, today when I came back to my house, there was a zombie like inside, like not inside the house, but like down below in one of my lower levels. And I don't know where the zombie came from, but there was a zombie inside the house. I'm just glad it wasn't a creeper, because I would have been really annoyed that something exploded and, you know, like destroyed stuff. But yeah, there was a zombie inside the house on the sub server, and I'm not entirely sure how it got there. But yeah, I want to go exploring more in the subserver to find some different things that aren't jungle, because I've ventured out into the jungle and I found someone has built a like stone pathway in the sky, like over the top of the jungle, that kind of goes on for a really long way. I followed it to the end and it ends at like a treehouse. So it's someone's house that they built. I don't know who built it, but it's super cool because then you don't have to like climb through the jungle. You can just walk over it. So I want to explore more because I don't really know a lot about the different biomes or things like that in Minecraft, besides just like the, I don't know, it's the grasslands, but like the oak trees and sheep. I've seen that, and I've seen the jungle. And that's basically all I've seen. So I want to explore more of that. So that might be something we try out next week. I know we didn't really play much Sims this weekend. That I do want to make sure that, like, I love my Sims Legacy and I want to stream other games as well, but I do want to keep the Legacy going because, you know, it's an Alphabet Legacy. I've been playing it for a while. I started my Legacy around the same time that Negoric started her Harry Potter Legacy, and we're on Generation E. So we've still got a lot of generations to go. So I want to at least maybe do part of a stream of Sims or something just to keep it going, because I love playing Sims, and I could definitely like be a Sims streamer if I wanted to be, but I'm really liking the variety and I'm really liking being able to play whatever game I really feel like, which is why, I mean, I super appreciate all of you that hang out with me that just kind of go with whatever we're playing, which is super awesome since I've been really into No Man's Sky. And it's just been really fun doing that I've been having fun. Like this last month, I feel like I've really explored different games that I have my like core games of like, I love Sims, I love Stardew Valley. So come for the streamers, stay for the content. Yeah, and that's what's like that's super cool. It's like people still hang out with me. It still surprises me that really anyone wants to hang out with me and watch games. Also, hi Broadway Blonde, it's good to see you. Because I know a lot of my community members are probably also in another certain streamer's channel right now. So see, NLA was joking that we should totally play Minesweeper because NLA is the Minesweeper king. He's got it down. I don't think I've ever actually finished a game of Minesweeper, so I'd honestly be totally down to try doing Minesweeper on stream at some point just to be ridiculous. But yeah, it's fun just getting to explore things, and this past month I've been, you know, exploring a couple new games of Minecraft and No Man's Sky, and not necessarily stepping away from Sims, but it's just kind of taking a side seat a little bit. Because we've also, I mean, I love my simulation games of Sims, Stardew Valley, House Flipper, those ones, but for some reason I've just been on like an exploration kind of kick with Minecraft and No Man's Sky, so yeah. Well, and that's the thing that's super cool that I really want to do on stream eventually, because I have like 250 games in my Steam library, and I haven't explored a lot of them. Which, I guess that's another game that I've been enjoying, is that I haven't played it a little bit because this summer I've played bits and pieces of a ton of games, and I've been enjoying Forager, which I think Talarian's actually playing Forager behind me right now. Forager and Garden Pause, which that's another thing that I'm excited for. That should be coming in the next week or two, would be my guess. How to play all the games, play one game every day. I know, right? Because the thing is, I have a lot of bigger games that I haven't really done much with. So at some point I would love to start. I just haven't felt like committing to a story game, but I want to start a like blind playthrough of a story game on my channel. But I'm not really sure what game it would be, and I haven't really been super into like story heavy games, at least playing them at the moment. So I kind of haven't really picked out something I would like want to jump into on stream. Yeah, Life is Strange is definitely one I thought about because I own Life is Strange, but I have never played it. So I own all of the chapters of Life is Strange, but I've never played them. And I've heard it's a really good game. I've heard it's also emotional. So that's definitely something I've thought about. I also want to play. Yeah, it's great, just very emotional. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I was like, so that's why I'm like, I want to play Life is Strange. I don't know if I necessarily want that to be my first story game I ever stream. That's something that's so emotionally heavy kind of thing. Didn't finish the end of the first game because I was too emotional. Okay. Yeah, because now I know that there's is it the second game that's Before the Storm? There's other Life is Strange content as well. So it could be cool to do that. The other game I thought about that it would still be like a story game, but it's not. I mean, it has a story, but would be Mass Effect. But that wouldn't necessarily. I mean, it would be blind, but I have watched streams of Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2. So I do know and remember bits and pieces of the story. But there's a lot of games that I want to explore, which, I mean, if you really want to like look it up, as far as I'm aware, my Steam profile is set so that anyone can see what games I own. So if you want to browse through them, or I can list off a few, but Before the Storm is the prequel. Okay. To Life is Strange. Life is Strange 2 is a completely different thing. Okay, see, that's why I was like, I couldn't remember. It's like, I know Before the Storm is like Life is Strange universe, but I couldn't remember if it was a sequel or not. So it's a prequel to Life is Strange. Okay. Yeah, I could definitely see myself probably trying out Life is Strange on stream, because I think that would be super duper fun to do. That I just haven't been in the mood to do like a story game. I've been into more like simulation and exploring games lately, which granted, pretty much most of the games I've always been into have been simulation, have always been my favorite. The other thing, like even with simulation, I have is it City Skylines? I think it is. I have simulation games that I haven't really even played. I still want to check out RimWorld. I haven't really even done a lot of time in RimWorld yet. That's another thing I want to do. See, I've watched Nega play part of The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead doesn't really interest me. Zombie things don't really interest me. Like that's not, I mean, The Walking Dead, yes, it's a compelling story, but even just watching Nega play it, it was okay, but the games that have like plot lines of like running away from it, zombie apocalypse, try to get all the people together and survive through the thing. For some reason, those kinds of games don't really like catch my attention as much or interest, I guess. So like Walking Dead doesn't necessarily interest me, and The Last of Us, that kind of game, like for some reason, I don't know what it is, but those kinds of games, it's like, yes, they have really compelling stories, but I don't know what it is that they're not games that I would ever pick out for I mean, obviously, I don't know because I haven't tried them. I could try them and end up liking them, but they're not games that I would like choose to play, I guess. Your profile is private, so we can't see your games. I thought I had it public. Maybe I changed it. I can totally... privacy settings. Oh, okay. And my game details of what games I have is friends only. Here, I can turn that off real quick. So if you refresh, you should be able to see it. I thought it was public. I had it on friends only, which honestly, if anyone wants to friend me on Steam, I'm totally okay with that if that's something you guys would like to do. Yeah, I've watched like streams of City Skylines, and it looks like a really fun game. I just haven't taken the time to learn it because it has a very high learning curve of having to learn lots of stuff, and I just haven't committed time to learning how to play the game. So that's something I would like to do. But yeah, you should, if I did it right, you should be able to see it now. But yeah, I have a lot of games on Steam that I haven't explored and would be open to do. Yeah, me and Talaria